We did it. We broke double digits. Here we are. Episode 10.
Holy shit.
It's kind of crazy that we're already at 10. Like, I know it's not because 10 episodes have now come out for you guys. But, like, for us, it feels a little bit more compressed the way that we record it and everything. And, like, it's just like we're already 10 episodes and this isn't a new show anymore.
Yeah, I think it still is.
No, the shine's wore off.
The shine's gone off. It's an old hat.
It's got
We may as well
something
just
on
make
it.
this shit up, man.
We got to start something else.
I don't know. It feels like for me, it's like only been 10 episodes because we've gone through so much already. It feels like it's been more than just 10.
Yeah. That's fair.
That's also a
pretty
reasonable
busy.
take.
This adventure path is wild. I mean, I've been telling you guys that for forever. I felt like, especially when I first read it, I was like, you guys, this adventure path is crazy. And they're like, cool, well, we'll see it in 2 years,
Yeah, I mean, you want to tell us what happens?
Yeah. And I'm like, guys, you have no idea. This is going to be so wild. And
No, we don't. We have no idea.
And we can't even read it.
Is it as wild, more wild, or less wild as you thought?
More wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wild in a different way than I expected, I guess.
Can you expound on that, or is that?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting fucking Evil Twins episode 3 or whatever, dude.
Yeah. Fair. I don't think anybody expects Evil Twins that early in the situation.
Like, pirate fight, hell, evil twins, alternate timeline.
That's right.
Within 5 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I don't know what to tell you. It's not called the Drift Crisis because it's chill.
You know what? That's the tagline. That's the tagline right there. It's not called the Drift Crisis or Drift whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for repeating that, but worse. For me.
I don't know. It's interesting so far. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, it's just you just never know what the hell. You literally cannot chart it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, no, I guess I don't know.
Okay,
chart it out.
So when we first started playing Aeon Throne,
all right, so look, I got the episode tracker pulled up because I wanted to compare episode 10s. So we are on the same wavelength here, all right? But I just want to give some context, right? Then you can say your piece. Yeah. Episode 10 of APA was Hobgar Got Your Tongue, and that was right after you guys had your first bout of everybody rolling shitty against the Aslanti drone bots.
Yes,
I remember
that. Yeah.
In Live and Let Fly, Lurf, we were okay. We met.
I thought you're spoiling Live and Let Fly episode 10.
No, I'm not. No spoilers here. We were doing the delivery drop for the weapons. We had just arrived. For that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha.
All right. We had done a lot in 10 episodes in that show too, because it kind of moves around a good bit. And then Attack of the Swarm. I guess all these adventures do a lot in the first 10 episodes.
Actually, this is a normal Thursday, man. Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh, so what were you going to say? Though I think you were going to talk more about a through line, right?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you can figure, okay, we're going to have some sort of, take the fight to the Aslanti in some way. Mm-hmm. There's a clear antagonist. It's identified and everything that we're doing is going to be a step to get us closer to that confrontation with the Aslanti.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Whereas I have no fucking clue what we're doing here. I have no idea.
Just trying to get home. That's the thing.
I know.
That's like the fight that you're trying to take it to. In this instance, it's just trying to find a way home, I guess, is the deal.
From a meta perspective, clearly that's not going to work out, or there wouldn't be an adventure.
Oh, you don't think it's going to happen this adventure?
So, barring the obvious,
Yeah.
now what? And that's what I'm saying is like it's just really hard to predict where this is going to go. When we hop through this fucking portal, who knows where we're going? But I am willing to bet that we're not going back to good old Pact World's Galarian. You know, not Galarian, but like Absalom Station that we know and love, and
Well, I don't know.
continue our research on the on the drift beacon. You know,
I think we will, but then it'll be like, yay, everything's back to normal. Nah, it's not. Here's something a lot weirder. You know, that's gonna
Like
blow us out of the water.
we might jump back to the Pact. I don't know.
Yeah, and they're telling, really. We've already gone
Yeah.
multiple planes and crossed different timelines and alternate realities. Like,
What else
you
is
can do
there?
anything.
You gotta go home now.
We're
done
going to
it
get
all.
back to our timeline, but in the small amount of time we were gone, the Aslanti invaded and took over the entire Pact Worlds.
3
Yeah,
days.
or it's 10,000 years in the future or something.
Right.
you arrive at Arozni's doorstep
Yeah.
in the past, 10,000 years.
Good
in the past.
Lord.
I don't want to do that. I don't think that's a good idea. I just feel like that's a bad idea.
10,000 years in the past, dude, we will wreck having modern
we will.
tech and guns.
Until you run out of batteries.
Very true.
Well, then we'll just leave.
We do all the damage we can and get the hell out of there.
Well, listen, I was drinking water earlier,
Proud of you.
but because this is episode 10, I poured myself a little bit of wine because I wanted to cheers to you guys to making it to double digits. Here we are. Here we are
Cheers.
I need to drink
in
this water.
this no longer new shiny show. It's old hat. So
Yeah.
cheers to that.
Yeah. Recycled content now.
Dusty ass
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
show, man.
Yeah.
Shit's as old as my shoulder pain, bro.
Ancient, dude.
Yeah.
Gotta get some depends for this
Show's
show,
dusty,
man.
crusty, and musty now.
You can see the cracks in the veneer now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's nice while it lasted.
Yeah.
Now it's just going through the motions for the rest
Yeah,
of the next
Yeah.
70
We stopped
episodes.
using CGI and now we're just using backdrops now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just recycling the old CGI you've already used.
Right.
Same animations.
Just
you know?
zoom out a little bit and it's just like, this is the same hallway, Shaggy, you know, but it's
Yeah.
space.
It's from the point of the view of the person that got knocked out, so you only hear it.
Yeah, right.
Or got flashbang, not knocked out. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, so speaking of a lot of things going on, you guys are trying to get back home, and you found a potential way to do that by going to Arazni Station and trying to infiltrate, pretending to be your evil selves, to get up to the 12th floor to try to program your this portal back to your home plane in time. And one thing that Dustin had said last episode that Gil was doing is he was researching quantum signature theory the whole time. And as such, I'm going to give you a +2 bonus to this as you now, this is kind of retro before you arrived at the hangar. You know, you would have had time to do this. That you are going to try to modify or forge new quantum signatures using the evil twins quantum signatures to put on yourselves. Okay? This is going to require a medicine, mysticism, or physical science check.
Not a computers.
Not a computer's.
I think you guys.
a little weirder than
I mean,
that.
I think
All
every
of
mystic
us have
has
mysticism, I think.
mysticism, right?
I got good
Can
mysticism.
we aid?
You can aid in this, yes.
Okay,
But he's
well
going to get
then
a
in which
+2
case-
also. You know.
Be like,
You
look at this
boys
data. Look at this data. What do
Yeah.
you think about this?
Mysticism, roll on that too.
All right, here we go. Well, never mind, you guys. Because I got a natural 20.
Aid.
No, that was the actual roll.
Oh, that was the actual roll.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
That'd be a 28, natural 20.
All right. So, yeah, Sayun and Subana both failed to
Failed to aid,
aid.
yeah.
But Raya,
Yep, got a 19.
Nice.
okay, very good. So, we're looking at a, 32 total, all said and done?
Yep.
Okay.
2 8s.
The DC was 13.
Crushed it.
But here's the deal. These, in the research that you've done, that you are altering the quantum signature for 10 minutes plus an additional 10 minutes for every 5 by which you beat the DC.
Oh, that's
Maximum.
Yes, 32. So what is that? 32 minus 13 is 19. So we're looking at 40 minutes.
Nice.
You got 40 minutes of where these signatures will.
Freaking quadrupled it. That's great.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's
huge.
awesome.
Yeah, we get 40 minutes of it's an old code, but it checks out.
Right.
Also, something that Heath wanted to add in that we didn't get to last episode, but would have done in the 3 days is what is that, Heath?
Yeah, so I think she was already going to Lenny and getting an augmentation. So I think in that trip, I wanted to get a fusion because I get at level 2 the fulcrum ability, which basically gives me a little pendant or bauble. It's my symbol of Iomade, but that transfers the power of fusions and fusion seals to my adaptive strike. And so I added the invigorating fusion, which is really cool. I've kind of fallen in love with it in concept. But if I get a kill or knock someone unconscious, it doesn't have to just be a kill. It can reduce my fatigued or exhausted condition. If I don't have a fatigued or exhausted, it gives me a +3 for 1 turn to any strength, con, and dex skill checks or ability checks, and for 1 round it gives me a +10 to all movement speeds.
Wonderful.
So go in there trying to steal kill to get those get those sweet 1 turn benefits.
Okay, I like it. Where we ended last week was that you are approaching Arazni Station, and the station's traffic control officer said, "Incoming vessel, halt your approach. The force field is active on the hangar. Give us your clearance codes to receive permission to land." And you all kind of realize that you do not have said clearance codes, as those were not included in the correspondence between Tubana and the Knights of Galarian. They hadn't got that far, or she just had it in her head. Whatever the case may be, you don't have them. Now, your player characters are smarter than you guys, so I want to give you some time to talk out of character before you respond to this about how you're going to handle this. So your characters know for a fact that you do not have those codes. Mm-hmm. So what are you guys? What are you thinking we're going to do here?
I think we have to just tell them that we weren't given the codes.
That's honestly so far.
I mean, like,
it's
we're not going to make up a fucking code, man.
right,
Yeah.
dude.
And we can't
We
really
don't know
lie
any of the
about
parameters.
it.
Yeah.
We can try to, but
Right.
I
And we
just
didn't
feel
find
the-
it in our
the-
notes, so
the fewer deception rolls that we have to make, or whatever,
I'm with you, man. I'm totally with you.
That's not even a skill. And
Well,
stuff.
could you try to could that be a hacking
Bluff.
thing
Bluff.
to try to get past it without the code?
like ship to station hacking?
It's not impossible. It is something that you can do.
Clearance codes.
I won't tell you how easy or hard
Right,
it is.
it might be
but-
difficult, but if we could, that's the thing. It's a double-edged sword. If we can do it and succeed at it, it's like no suspicion raised,
Mm-hmm.
But if we fail at it,
It's the
then
same suck.
it blows the whole thing up,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem that I have, is that if we fail at it, then there is literally nothing to do but to go loud.
But to be fair, though, let's look at the alternative option, which is to be honest with them, at least in far as we don't have the code. But that itself could blow the whole thing up, where they're like, "Oh, if you don't have the code, we don't trust you. You're not getting in."
yeah. I think we should appeal to what they actually want, Like, we don't have the code, but we got some alternate reality bodies, and we're here by order of Knight Commander
Commander
Inko
Incho.
Winters.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
have
let us in.
Right.
Have your
Right.
Knight Commander check his fucking email. Like, you corresponded with us. That's what I think. But I mean, I can't roll a bluff check, dude. Okay. All right?
You ought to just keep your mouth shut, I think, Satan.
Satan's definitely keeping his mouth shut.
Yeah, say less.
Definitely, probably just keeping his sword sharp.
Always, man.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah,
That's a given.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back in the moment here. Walter looks back at you with his tusk raised. Like, what do we do? Oh, shit.
Look, lying is going to get us into a heaps of trouble, but I'd rather lie than try to hack. So we'll see. So yeah, all right. View screen on.
Codes, Codes, please.
We did not receive a code. We are on orders from Knight Commander Incho Winters.
And?
We have cargo requested for the Knight Commander, which involves alternate realities.
One moment. What cargo?
Cargo of the previous crew of the Premerana. Or of the...
This ship name does not register in our database.
That's because the ship is from an alternate reality.
One moment. Click. Roll a diplomacy check.
Woo.
You're going to get a +2 for using Incho's name.
All right.
Nice.
I should have used an inspiration on that.
Did you use a D6?
Let me see if that D6...
Yeah, it looks like you did.
Yes, I did.
So that's 2 of your 3.
Mm-hmm.
One moment. Please proceed to the hangar. And like you see like a small portion of the force field. Okay. Walter, roll a sense motive. Anybody who can or wants to.
Yes.
Yes,
can
for
do
sure.
that. No, I can't. It's Can I roll that untrained?
Gilderon's so anxious right now. He's
You can roll the
hyper
untrained,
vigilant. Oh my. Well, I did roll a 1 just now, but I am a gnome, and I think I will re-roll it.
Oh,
What
nice.
is that? You have to give more context than that.
Yeah,
just
what do
can't
you
say-
mean you're a gnome when you can re-roll it?
Look it up, people. You got
because
the
I'm playing a
internet.
character, I can re-roll
Reject your
it.
reality.
I'd
and
like to
substitute
take
my
that
own.
critical hit, but because I'm playing a Riforian, I choose not to.
Exactly,
Yeah,
no
right.
question it. So basically, gnomes, like their default build, they have curious, but you can take. Well, never mind. That's the wrong one. There's so many. There it is. I found it. It's called Eternal Hope. So right off the bat, I get a +2 species bonus to saving throws against sphere effects, and then once per day, after rolling a 1 on a d20, I can re-roll and use the second result. That's Eternal Hope.
It's really good, but I don't know if you need it when Subana's got the...
Oh, I thought everybody rolled really low.
No,
I did
Savannah
not.
rolled a
Oh, never mind. Thank you for
Yeah,
that
yeah.
information, Zach. I
No, I
was
need
not
you to go
perceptive
ahead and
enough.
use it. I rolled a 1. You said you were going to use it.
No, I want you to not have that moving forward.
Yeah, I don't. I just checked my sheet and I was mistaken. Yeah, I was making it.
Yeah, it's actually, I can't use that until later in the session. Turns out that's what it says on the sheet. So.
It says today specifically, you have to already have been
You
30
have to be
minutes
playing
into
for
the
a
session.
minimum 30 minutes before you can,
Yeah, exactly.
before you can
All
use
these
this
new
skill.
rules and enhanced. I really.
Dude, crazy
Yeah.
rules,
It's
man.
hyper specific.
It actually takes 3.5 days after arriving in an alternate reality for it to work. It says it right here.
It's like
Damn.
Enhanced was made for this adventure. Right?
Exactly.
It's wild.
Wow.
They thought of everything.
Wild.
Paizo. That's me clapping.
Okay.
It'll come out.
Okay. So Walter flies the ship in, and he's nervous. With that 24 cents motive, you get the sense that they did not really fully. I'm not going to say they didn't buy your story, but you get the sense that they're unsure.
They're
about you
suspicious?
guys. Yeah, suspicious.
They are suspicious. Should have used my inspiration, but it probably wouldn't have worked.
So you fly the ship in into the hangar, and then you guys disembark. Yes.
Don't you lead me into disembarking yet?
Okay, you hang out and generate more suspicion by staying on the ship.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're
What about our
disembarking
crew? What are we
procedures.
doing
It
with our
takes an
crew?
hour.
I mean, Walter needs to be fucking cooling. You know, he needs to be chilling on the bridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just gotta hope that they don't give a shit about your ship. But the plan was that if the ship was boarded, everybody would act like that they had been press ganged into your crew.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
I think we would all walk out, like a hard as fuck, like montage, slow motion coming out, like dressed up as like
with the bodies slung over your
just like
shoulder.
having the bodies like yeah, exactly.
The Kill Bill montage.
That song is called "A Battle Without Honor or
Glory.
Iomade won't like that
Honor or
title. We gotta
Humanity."
pick a
The
different
song is called "A Battle Without Honor or Humanity." Yeah, it's a banger too. Yeah.
Bow, bow, bow.
Yeah.
Just imagine Sabana smoking a cigar, like I don't know, Gil acting homicidal in some way. I don't know, cleaning his fingernails with a big ass knife.
I need you guys to evoke the evilness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's
Sagan's got
up
his
to you guys.
mustache. He's
You got the mustache on. Okay, great.
yeah. He just like furrows his brow slightly more than usual.
John,
Yeah.
also, what we forgot. I'm sorry, go ahead, Heath.
I'm just trying not to talk over people. Since we're trying to embody the evil ones, right? It seemed like the entire time, even before we were fighting them, that Evil Raya kind of stayed in Ice Dragon mode, you know? So she would like morph, maybe morph an arm, you know, and just have it exposed and out there trying to look menacing is kind of tough for Raya. It's not really her forte, but that gives her a little inspiration. Like, okay, yeah, I'm selling this.
She feels it in her. Yeah. She buys it, therefore she projects it outwardly. Huh?
Yeah. Okay.
For Sibana, it's more about the way you walk, the posture that you carry. It's more so obviously she's not going to be as standing up as straight. She's not. It's not lumbering either, but there's a bit of like, I guess, more cavalier, less cautious. You know.
Okay.
Trying to walk the walk. I don't know. We'll see if she can talk the talk. I don't know.
We'll see.
I think Gil would be like a little manic little evil guy. You know, his eyes as wide as he could get them. You know, like he's like on like too much Adderall or something, and like frantically like looking through a pad or something, and does something randomly just like out of place and possibly grotesque a little bit. Like not grotesque.
What do you do, Dustin?
Like, you know, like just like holding one nostril and just like shooting a
Snot rocket.
snot rocket, you know?
Snot rocket.
Just shooting a
There you
snot
go.
rocket and just just mumbling incoherent like craziness as I'm like staring up at people, you know, like twitchy.
It's really going method on this one.
Yeah, you know. And it's really
Dustin
just like,
stayed up 3 days for this part.
and turns out I'm not acting. I'm just incredibly nervous right now. So,
You want to know how I got all these hair dyes?
Okay. So you guys are coming off the ship looking all menacing, all evil AF. And when you do, you disembark onto the hangar, which is this huge chamber, 40-foot high ceilings. And the walls are decorated with banners bearing the symbol of Arazni, which is a rapier bisecting a blooming, colorful lotus flower. Here, I'll put you on a map.
Oh, baby.
A little flavor map.
Welcome to Flavor Town.
Approaching you is what looks to be a pretty intimidating knight of Galarian, and flanked by a pair of lesser knights. And I'll show you a good picture here.
Here we go.
Ooh.
It's Warhammer shit.
Here we go now. Look at that.
Ultramarine over here.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then
pretty much.
Here's his... Wait, that's... Oh, yeah, I like it. It's not the one from the book, but I think this works.
Yeah, that's nice.
Let's see if I can get you the one from the book, though, too. This will go into our Discord chat, all right?
It's like if anybody played World of Warcraft, it's like the Stormwind Guards, except futuristic. Yeah, kind of the pauldrons have that feel. It's like
They do have
large.
like
Yeah.
armor on.
That's
but it's
cool
red
one
and
right
gold though, instead of like silver and blue.
there. That's regular Knights of Galarian, right? As opposed to what you just posted in the Drift Delvers.
Yeah, but the main one is also wearing red and gold.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
But
the alternate art we got are the Adam sent us there in
sick.
black and red, you know?
Yeah.
Look much
So-
more Hell Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Blood.
So that's what you see walking up to you, right? Is this kind of little retinue of knights. And he comes up to you and he says, "Lay the corpses down for inspection."
Hold on. Not Commander Incho Winters, I presume?
In the flesh. And you must be Subana.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
I apologize for the bit of misunderstanding upon your entry. You were supposed to reach back out to me to get the codes. Why is it that you did not?
Well, on the way over, and she's going to lie. We'll see. Our communications was frazzled, but we ended up getting it fixed. But by the time we did, we were already in vicinity.
Perhaps more side effects of whatever this drift business is. Roll a bluff with a +4.
Ooh, okay. All right. Bluff with +4. All right.
As soon as you said yes, sir, to him, I'm like, the jig is up.
You know.
All right. Pray for me, y'all. Okay, that is a 24.
Pretty good.
Right. Yes. Well, let me inspect these bodies. And he says, Sir Dick, please, if you would, run the quantum scanner over all parties, as he gives you a cold look. You know. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
Is he like examining the bodies, like looking down at the bodies or whatnot?
So Sir Dick is using like a little handheld scanning device and just kind of running it over the bodies. It like clinks and it like comes up red, right, on the bodies. And they're like, oh, yes, sir, this is indeed from another reality. Now then. And he goes to you guys and scans all of you. And you all check out as if from this universe. Good. And he looks at the bodies, and they're dead. But regardless, he takes his pistol out and shoots each of them square in the head. Boom, 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 boom.
Damn.
You can never be too certain. Reanimation is a thing in this world, after all, and we want to be able to study them without any interruption.
Well, I appreciate a man who's thorough.
Sir Dick, if you and Sir Bob will take
Dick and Bob, huh?
Sir Dick and Sir Bob.
Can't be Richard and Robert, huh? It's gotta be Dick and Bob.
Dick and Bob, or Bob and Dick, depending on the night. You know.
Sir Balls.
I'm just gonna call them
Sir
Sirs Dick and
Balls,
Balls.
Yeah.
Sir
Lord
Sir
Commander
Shaft,
Gooch.
Commander Gooch, if you will.
Commander Gooch.
Private Taint awaits us.
These are like getting into like Mad Max names, like Scrotus and Testiculus.
He says to them, take them to the reanimation lab on level 12. Ding, ding, ding. That's the level you guys are trying to get to. Once they've been converted to undead, they'll tell us everything that they know.
Shit.
That's not
he's
good.
sleeping.
Yeah.
He just shot him in the head.
Yeah, how can you
man.
reanimate after you just shot him in the head? You were thorough with that, sir.
That was like the stated goal of shooting them in the head is not
You could have just
reanimating
not
them.
shot him in the head and reanimated
Reanimate them and then shoot them in the head after they're no
Making
longer
your
in
job
use.
harder, you know?
Stress testing the device.
Satan says nothing.
I'm wondering if
So,
this
yeah.
is a good time for me to do something.
All right, so again, I'll pause the in-game action and give you guys a chance to talk here.
Yeah.
He has told his knight
of a
to
bitch.
take them up to level 12, which is where you want to go.
Right.
And then said when they do that, eventually they'll be able to convert them to undead, and we'll tell them everything that they want to know. Now, what they want to know is about alternate universes. They don't, at this point, know that there's anything to know about you guys, right? Because you have successfully convinced them of your situation. Now, about 10 minutes have passed, so you got 30 minutes left on these quantum signatures.
I have an angle, but I want to see what other people come up
so
with.
what
See
you-
if they got
what you
better
got?
ideas. Personally, I think it's like, no. We haven't discussed payment. You know, can we? Obviously, I don't know if that's going to fly because, like, we're on their turf. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I will say that part of the agreement does suggest that there might be some trade involved here. Okay,
All right,
so you
yeah.
wouldn't feel too out of line about asking for payment. That's a separate issue.
Right. I can't withhold the bodies or say, like, let me go up with y'all.
Well,
why not?
Maybe you could. What I'm saying is that is a separate issue that you might want to resolve because you could get paid for this.
Okay,
Because yeah, go ahead.
Before going into that, does anybody else got an idea?
Here's my idea. I think we follow the guards on the elevator and we fucking ambush them.
Can we follow them on the elevator, like, just normally? Because I would figure that this would be lockdowns, like, whoa, like, where are you going? This is a
So
Nazi
I mean, here's the thing.
Galarian.
If they try to take the bodies without offering us payment, I'm like, no, thank you. I will carry my payday all the way up.
Yeah, that works in line. I'm in line with that.
I mean, but look, man,
what about
don't
you?
listen to me, okay? I have 8 charisma. Sayun's a hammer and everything's a nail, dude.
right?
okay?
Yeah, no doubt. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, along a similar vein, it's like, okay, well, you could go a softer approach. It's like, can we kind of, walk and talk with you while we discuss payment? Like, we don't want to slow you guys down, but we'll walk with you to where you're going so we can hammer out the details.
Yeah.
Let's try to mesh all that together.
And I would like to add something as well. Before we, got into the meta, like, he was basically turning to Bob and Dick and telling him to do stuff. So, like, I would kind of want, while his attention is on, while talking to his, his soldiers, I would like to cast a spell.
Oh shit!
And
Are we still in out of character talking about ideas, or is this happening?
well, that's what I want to do, but I also want to get a little bit of let's talk about it before we actually press enter, because I don't know a lot of. So I'll just tell you what I want to do. I want to cast Build Trust on Incho winters.
Okay.
And so basically, you get a +2 circumstance bonus to charisma checks, charisma-based skill checks, sense motive, and when you fail a charisma-based check, you get to re-roll it as a reaction.
But that's just you, though.
It should be anybody, right?
No, it's just you. Unless it says an ally.
Do I cast it on the target, right? But it's
So
me.
Yeah, it's you. You gain a +2 circumstance.
Yeah, it's not as good as I thought.
Well, if you got a bunch of charisma, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Well, never mind.
Okay. So what is the? I am gonna now put you back on the spot. You guys have had some time to talk. Subana, what are you going to do here?
So Subana sees them starting to approach towards the bodies, and it's like, well, hold on now. I appreciate you helping the girl out and carrying these, but look, we'd like to discuss this further. Now, if you don't mind, there was discussion of trade of some sorts. Now, we can do a walk and talk real quick. I don't want to hold you up.
I have many things to do. What is it that you want your payment? Yes, of course. 8,000 UPBs sound fair.
Sure. Yeah. That sounds
Make it
good.
10. No,
Yeah.
you gotta haggle. You gotta haggle.
Oh, okay.
Says the GM of Live and Let Fly. I appreciate that about you, Zach. You understand.
Well, I was thinking because of how much trouble we had to go through with getting these and the value, how about we bump that up to a smooth 10?
Okay, this will be a diplomacy check.
All right. I'm not going to use a 1d6 for this.
Okay, make sure you uncheck it.
Right. It's a 12.
Okay, well, you fail.
I figure as much,
He says, no, I think 8,000 is plenty.
Had to try.
Is that all? We have things to do. We need to take these bodies.
Well, tell you what, look, I know your men are able-bodied, but look, I mean, we held up our part of the deal, and, why don't we go ahead and help y'all up there?
Well, another diplomacy check.
All right. This one, I will.
Okay. Yeah, we need to go
That's
in that
it.
elevator.
That's all 3.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Well, at least get to hopefully, and I'm going to use my inspiration as well.
Okay,
So
going
that's
all in.
+2, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Come on. That is a 16 total.
Goodness, with all those extra bonuses, scraping it by with a success there.
Oh, it does succeed? I was like, jig is up.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Roll for
to.
initiative.
It was very close. All right, so he says, yes, fine. That's fine. Sir Dick and Sir Bob allow these people to help you up the elevator. Take them up there, drop them off, and then please be on your way. I've had enough. That is all. And he turns his heel without even waiting for a response.
Gotcha.
So,
Come help us, Sir Dick and Sir
Ray.
Balls. I mean, Sir Bob.
Did you just call me Sir Balls?
I'm sorry. What?
What? What did you say? No, what? Huh?
What?
Scrotum says what? I think now that they agreed to let us help them, I think Raya would go wordlessly and just go to pick up one of the bodies, and out of a weird guilt or connection or just weirdness to her own body, will go after evil Raya to carry it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, say you don't carry. I mean, he's pretty large, so he'll carry his own. Or maybe he should carry Subana. Or no. Make Dick carry Subana's.
If anything, we want them to be occupied, have both of their hands occupied.
You carry
for
Gil.
sure.
He's a little,
So you know, tiny little body, dude.
And one of his forearms.
Yeah.
Can he be used as an improvised weapon?
surely.
Yeah.
Can you charge entropy through Gil's head?
I believe I can. Actually, I think if I use them as an improvised weapon, I can channel it into.
Yes.
All right. I legitimately asking you, how long do you think that entire conversation took in game?
End game, I would say 5 minutes.
5 minutes
or less.
That's what I was thinking.
5 minutes less.
I was thinking 5 minutes. So we've ate up 15 of your 40. Got 25 left. All right. You get on the lift. Okay. You've got Sir Dick and Sir Bob, and they're just standing there. You know how people stand in an elevator? They just like look at the floor readout. Everybody just stares up. You know? And you're riding the elevator. It takes a while, and then you hear and Sir Dick looks over to Sir. Did you guys hear that?
No, we didn't hear it.
So you hear a fart sound.
Okay.
Like a little squeaky fart sound. Okay.
Yeah.
And Sir Dick looks over to Sir Bob, like ever so slightly, just like slowly turns his head, just shakes his head, and then you guys just get assaulted with like the worst fucking smell. like it's bad, you know, like.
So like,
I know this is meta, but is this fart bit in the book as written?
That's not relevant.
It's not important. Don't worry about it.
I feel like Sibana just assuaged like any kind of like maybe any kind of suspicions or lingering suspicions. She's like, "Oh, that must be one of them dead body farts, huh?" And blame it on the corpse. You know?
Bob's like, "You're fucking right, it is."
Now, I wasn't thinking this to begin with, but now I feel like it was Subana who farted.
Whoever smelt it dealt
That's
it.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it
Classic
takes a while.
blame game. There.
The lift takes a while. It's a slow lift. It takes another 5 minutes to get up to 12. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's too long. We'll say 2 minutes, but like for easy math,
Incredibly slow lift.
for easy math, we're going to round that to 5.
Mm-hmm.
So you're halfway through your quantum signatures.
Yeah.
What do you guys do in that? I mean, is it just like awkward silence? That's just fine. I just,
I think
there's a chance for a bit here if you want.
Yeah.
So,
I guess.
I think Gil would be like, Bob, Dick, see any good,
that's Sir Bob.
Sir,
and
excuse
Dick.
me, Sir Bob, Sir Dick, you two bastards, huh? Have you seen any good, murder lately? Murder's the
Have you
best.
seen any good murder lately?
Have we seen any good murder lately?
Yeah.
Well, as a matter of fact, just last night, me and my gal went out for a stroll and murdered some gnomes not unlike yourself. Just for funsies.
Yeah.
Sayun catches eyes with Gil, and he raises like a slight eyebrow that, is like, you want me to kill him?
He's just like winging it right now. He's just like, yeah, I've killed many a gnome myself.
Have you now?
They feel so safe when they're around their kind.
Which one was your favorite? Do you have a good story? This is a long elevator ride, and it is sticky in here. So spit it out.
He was my rival, my rival pirate, and he was a nasty one. He was a cold-blooded killer. But
Not
I knew
cold-blooded enough. Eh?
I knew he was huge. But I knew I couldn't.
But he was a gnome.
Oh yes, he was a bigger gnome. He had a endocrine disorder.
Well, it's oddly specific, but continue. I'm now invested in this story of you killing this overly sized gnome.
So I knew I couldn't kill him just by pure force of will, right, and strength of this body. But I was much smarter than this stupid gnome. So I bought the most heinous of poisons. He was bleeding out of every single hole in his body before he perished. And I
They were large holes, indeed, right? lots of blood, lots of mucus, right?
It was lots of blood from tiny holes. It was like a shower of
Tiny
blood.
holes? But I thought this was a large gnome.
Tiny holes.
I'm
Large
so
gnome.
confused. Okay, so... And like, Sir Dick is like, all right, Sir Bob, what he's saying is he was a regular-sized gnome as far as his orifices are concerned, but he had a lot of flesh around said orifices because of aforesaid endocrine problem. Is that right, little one?
That's perfectly right. You got it.
So
You're
he
the
had
smart
really
one.
big fleshy ears and a big bulbous nose. Yes?
I mean, you're just describing gnomes, aren't you?
Well, I wouldn't want to be racist in this evil world.
The whole time this is going on, like Raya is just like cutting eyes at Gil the whole time, like cut it out. Like, you're gonna fuck this up.
And I'm like,
But can't do like hand signals, just like you. I imagine you're oblivious to it. You know.
I'm rambling out of nervousness, and I'm just like, well, anyway, that was a long time ago, some 200 years ago. Oh, sweet memories.
Goodness gracious. 200 years, and you haven't had a good kill since then. You're due, little one. You're due.
You're due.
How you avoided the bleaching this whole time?
A healthy dose of murder.
A healthy dose of murder.
Just do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life.
And then, like, I changed the subject. It's like, so how long we got on this this tram ride?
Oh,
I mean, this
easily
elevator
have
ride.
another nebulous amount of minutes to go.
I feel like
As
after
long as it takes to make you uncomfortable.
Right.
I'm just imagining there's like 12 levels are going up, and everyone it like has to go through a locking in procedure, and like air like decompresses, then it has to slowly lumber back up to speed, and it does that 11 times.
right approaching level 2. Yeah.
Arrived at level 2.
John, you said you had something?
Departing level 2.
Yeah, just to play in the space of how uncomfortable this situation is. So I feel like Subana would be thinking back to, like, because she's also kind of like anxious and uncomfortable silences or whatnot, you know. So I imagine there was one, but she thinks back to a joke that her husband would say in these kind of like, and we just happened to be in an elevator, and she was like. So she like looks at the weight limit and is like, 1,000 pounds, huh? Good thing I had a light lunch. Kids love that one.
Okay. Yeah, alright. So,
It's just
Level 12.
quiet. Crickets.
yeah. Like after that, like,
Save
all
is enjoying the
conversation
silence.
just stops. Yeah.
Right.
And so you guys get up to the next level, and the doors open onto this hallway, and Sir Bob and Sir Dick say, "All right, follow us. How about you, little one? You stand back next to me. I like you.
Who the fuck are you calling little?
You.
I'm just kidding, you bastard. I'm little. And
You joking bastard. You son of a bitch.
you're the bitch.
Yes. No. Wait. What?
I gotcha.
Are you calling me a bitch? On guard, fool! I'm just kidding. Now you're the son of a bitch.
You almost got me.
Raya is visibly cringing. Like, this is so fucking awkward.
Okay, so they lead you, and you can follow them, right? They're going to lead you directly to this laboratory, which is, where their boss told them to go. So you can follow behind them and kind of track it through. As you go around this, you're at this tall level of the tower, and you can tell by the curved walls that this is a circular layout. And you kind of come off the elevator, go around this little bend, and come down toward the center of the tower into this larger hallway. All right, this hallway opens up into this arc where you see 4 different rooms. And they go to the far west room.
Okay.
And they lead you in there. And they walk in, and in there you see 2 other creatures and a creature on a table. And so in this room, there's this huge transparent tube. And that's like right in the center of the room. And it's like filled with what must be necrotic fluid. And you assume that this is a reanimation chamber. There's a control console for the reanimation chamber atop a cabinet in one corner. In here, you see 2 resurrectionists or Church of Arazni specialists. And let's see. Here you go. Oh, this is a good picture. Thank you, Finey. This is good art for that. I love it. You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Sure do.
Right.
Okay. Looks like a long-haired, bearded human man in a robe with a magic tome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like
That's
Rhett from
pretty much
Rhett
it.
and Link, if y'all know who those 2 guys are.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a body in the chamber. Mm-hmm. Okay. And it looks like some sort of corpse that's got all these things like plugged into it. And when you walk in, they're like, "Who are you? Oh, hello, Sir Dick and Sir Bob. Fancy seeing you here. Who is that you have with you?" And Sir Dick is like, "Well, this is, we've brought you another couple bodies. These bodies are from another timeline, an alternate universe, as it were. Sir Gil, tell them. You see how I gave you that honorary? Don't let it go to your head. You're not actually a sir."
How do
But
you
you're-
know I'm not a sir?
"Because I know."
Yeah, you're right.
"I thought so. Explain yourself to them, please."
So, what you have before you? Dead bodies from an alternate universe. They look just like us because they are us from an alternate universe. That about covers it.
"Well, succinctly put, Sir Gil, not Sir Gil."
Okay.
Sir Gil, not
is this
Sir
Bob? Is this Bob or Dick?
Which one do you want it to be?
I don't
think it's-
care.
I think it's
Sayun's
Dick.
making a
I think
mental
it's Dick.
note of somebody who needs,
Yeah, that's Sir Dick.
Okay.
And the resurrectionist is like, "Oh, lovely! I cannot wait to see you. Bring them over." And they're like, "First we must scan. Yes." And so they do a quantum signature scan. Now you guys are still good, right?
Okay.
So they
Should
scan.
be.
Everything checks out. And then they're like, "All right, put them down. Put the bodies down, please. Right over here. Just stack them in a pile. It's no problem."
Okay.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
This medic just sounds like a Skeksis. Yeah.
Yes, but please, bodies, floor now.
Okay, we do that.
Great, thank you. Alexander, if you would, do the rituals. And the other one walks over to the bodies and casts grave words on the bodies.
Oh no.
Are they?
Those of you that are spellcasters, go ahead and roll mysticism check to see if you recognize this spell.
Can that trigger an attack of opportunity for being next to it? No.
I mean, if you want.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, at this point,
That's a 19 for
I have to
Gildron.
like pause this and say, here's the deal, fellows. If they, I get where you're going, Adam. I know what grave words does.
Right.
Me, Zach.
I can
They
guess.
talk to these fuckers. We're fucked.
Right,
So,
that's what I'm
like,
saying.
at what point do we draw down on them?
Well, that's why I asked for mysticism checks to see if you recognize said spell to have the advantage here, right? Like trying to set this up for it,
Okay,
you know?
okay.
I got a 19 on that mysticism check.
I got a lot of.
19. All right, 11's not going to do shit.
Yeah, I figured not. You're an unfair GM.
Am I? Is that what you think?
In this moment right now, because I decided that you were unfair.
Oh,
you are unfair. That's why.
Okay, I'll roll mysticism as well.
Yeah, okay, good.
Garbage, 10.
10. Okay. You want to try roll a mysticism too, Heath?
Dude, you should
Might as
try.
well.
Oh, I'm not a spellcaster, so I didn't think I was allowed. Yeah, I'll roll one. Come on. 26.
Okay.
Actually, do I still get the +2 from my downtime activity?
You do.
So 28.
Okay. You see them you see Alexander reaching out, and he starts making the hand movements of a pretty basic cantrip of grave words. The DC was 13. And so you recognize that they're about to cast grave words on these corpses. You know that the jig is up. That as soon as these corpses speak, it's over. Because the thing that they're going to say, the one word that corpses, grave words, the way it works is they say like 1 to 5 words. It's not very much. But you know that what they're going to say is, murdered! We were murdered! Not real! Or something like that, right?
Liar!
Yeah.
These are the imposters, you know?
Right.
We're the OGs! And as such, those of you, because I assume that you're going to want to go ahead and draw down on these folks at this point.
I would think like Raya or Gil would give a signal of some kind.
Well, here's
right?
how this is going to work, okay? Those of you that succeeded on the mysticism check are going to get a surprise round as we roll initiative for this fight with 2 Knights of Galarian, 2 reanimators, and potentially a zombie in the case. And we'll see you.
We'll see you.
Okay. Woo! I can't wait to kick some ass next episode.
Yeah, we'll kick some ass.
Thanks for listening to the STF Network. If you want to hear more from us, check out our other Starfinder and Pathfinder shows at the STFnetwork.com. That's the STFnetwork.com. And support us on Patreon to listen to our bonus podcast, including our homebrew adventures and Tom Talks, our behind-the-scenes show. Stay groovy, possums.